got me as I'm cleaning my eye. We just had more kimchi pickles.
Yeah, if you watched our last episode.
Thank you, Scotty.
That's the dog.
That's the dog. Wanna come up here?
I'm gonna come up here.
Yeah. No, he's going
under
the
bed.
bed.
I don't know, maybe.
Come on. There we go, sweet baby.
We're a little bit tired today.
Yeah, we've had heavy weeks. If you haven't watched the last episode, you should. Okay, bye.
I feel like we've gotten so good at plugging stuff, like within conversation. We're like, this thing. But you know what you can do is you can go to, and then like we'll
Constant.
like plug. Yeah, constant.
The life of an entrepreneur.
I say let's just get right into it. Let's just dive right in.
All right.
All right.
You have opening.
I do.
I know that. I ate so many kimchi pickles. I burped. I did it. It was delicious. Worth every penny.
Welcome to Chit Chats, a totally unedited space. Welcome to Chit Chats, a totally unedited space where we break the cycle of what it means to be a woman together. We're tired.
It's very difficult because now that we're doing Chit Chats since Stephanie announced without me knowing that our new show, go watch the other episode. But now that we're talking about Chit Chats with Local Cats and we have that opening, it's like we have 5 different openings.
Yeah.
And then we're talking about doing another show on top of it, which would literally equal 6 shows.
Yeah, we've lost full faculty. The creative control has gone too far.
Yep.
And we could be stopped, but we won't.
We won't be stopped. Nothing can stop me.
Nothing but kimchi pickles.
Yeah.
Maybe that's your stage name.
Kimchi pickles.
Welcome to the stage, Kimchi Pickles.
Am I dressed as a kimchi pickle?
It's just a big pickle costume, but with like.
I'm a Jew. We love pickles.
Like I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't know.
She doesn't know. It's my turn. Give it to me. Ooh. I want one of the little paper ones. Okay. I got it.
We've been drum rolling for like 15 minutes.
I know.
Like
just forever. What if I just opened it really slowly? Ooh. This is a very interesting topic.
I can't wait. Give it to me.
Why good girls love bad boys. This is really interesting.
This is my topic, girl. Well, I wish I knew the exact answer to that. The running joke is that if you have been arrested, you have gone to jail and or prison.
She's open for business.
I am. The doors have since shut. I've retired.
She's retired her name. I'm Kimchi Pickles.
And I'm your retired felon lover.
Yeah.
That sounds like a username. Retired felon lover 99. You know
I love
what
it.
I mean?
There, that's Stephanie's name now. There we go.
Why do good girls like bad boys?
Yeah, why do we go for bad boys?
I don't think you ever went for bad boys. Did you? Unknowingly.
I don't think knowingly I went for bad boys.
Well, it's not even... Okay, let me clarify.
Yeah.
Because when we say bad boys, I don't mean like I want you to hit me and like give me a black eye.
No, that's not what I mean by that.
I want like a guy with edge.
Yeah, I'm talking
Tattoos.
about in my brain when I think of this. Well, I guess let's define this.
We're just going into this.
Great, I love it. All right, let's define what a bad boy is to ourselves, like what you envision.
Okay, go first.
If I close my eyes and I envision a bad boy, I see like a very like slender man with like a motor jacket that's leather.
Okay.
Maybe like a mohawk that's like different colored, or like maybe some eyeshadow or eyeliner. But like maybe quiet, but like always has a guitar around to like strum some music out too. So almost that like what would be our and I'm stealing this from Dimension 20, so I apologize. It may be a turn of phrase that I just don't know because I'm out of it.
What is it?
A mall goth.
Oh, that's a turn of phrase.
Okay, that's a turn of phrase. So that's what I think of. I think of a mall goth, somebody that would shop.
As a bad boy, really?
Yeah, as like at a Hot Topic, and just has this like don't F with me vibe.
Okay.
But is also like super like sweet and wants to play music.
Oh, girl, sweet. Bad boy for me. I'm sorry, that was very judgmental. That was very bad girl of me.
I love it. That's fine.
Bad boy.
That's my laugh.
Right there.
Right there.
Ooh, there's the spike. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
All right, that's it. That's the interview. I feel like we could make a game out of that. Me saying, all right, that's the interview. I say it in like
all the time.
All the time. Yeah. So if you can count how many times I say it in all of our videos, we'll send you a free sticker and pen pack.
Yeah.
So if you're watching and you can count, because I'll count, and if it's the same number and someone DMs us and is like, you say this phrase this many times and you're right, we will literally send you goodies. So
goodies.
Incentive for anyone that decides to watch it and gets this far.
Yeah. Also, feel free to send in your old, I don't know what you get from the police.
Mugshots?
Yeah.
We've already made that joke before too. Yeah.
Oh, we have? Oh,
yes.
Good. Send them in.
If you've got a mugshot, you can
Send
get right in line.
Yeah.
No. So for me, a bad boy is someone who is like, it's weird, right? It's like I am attracted to a reformed bad boy. So I like the idea that you once caused a ruckus, but that life is behind you now, and you're trying to make a better start for yourself. You know what I mean?
Such an 80s rom-com. Like, we are.
You and I?
Yeah. We are.
That kind of makes sense.
Whatchamacallit? What's Footloose? We are Footloose.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
Delicious.
Yes, Kevin Bacon. So, yeah, like, okay, for me, it's tattoos, piercings, like, you got a little muscle on you. You're a bigger guy. You wear, like, chains.
So I like them slender, so that's how that's why I envision them.
Like a bat, like, but I feel like there's a difference between a F boy and a bad boy, though sometimes those two circles in the pie chart interconnect right in the center. But why do girls like them? Maybe because they're always taught that, like, you have to do everything by the book and you have to do everything, correctly. For me, I liked the fact that, like, it was almost like a rebellious thing. But I also wanted to be the bad boy.
I did like a bad boy.
Oh,
I've been thinking about it. I was like, have I ever dated a bad boy? The only one time that I got grounded by my mother, she found me in the car with the bad boy making out. I snuck out of the house to go make out with this boy who was older than me, and he was driving his car by then. I was not. And
he had a car.
Yeah, he had a car. And he is now married to one of my childhood friends.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they were, like, in love the whole time.
Oh, good.
And so she pawned him off on me when she, like, wasn't ready to take him.
Good.
And so we made out and we're in a relationship for a little while. But he was my bad boy.
So that was mine.
Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot that.
Do you want to ask, like, should I go through, like, what the baddest boy I was ever with?
Yeah, give it to me.
I mean, if we're doing stats, it's
I think Stephanie pulls out a piece of paper.
No, because unfortunately, they've not all been terrible, but I've dated some guys who have some crazy past. But like the baddest one would probably have to be the guy that. Do you know who I'm gonna say?
Yeah.
Okay. Would probably have to be the guy. He went to jail and then he also went to prison. So, and like when we met. That was because he had a beard. Facial hair is a big one for me. Like a real bad boy, like beard style. We were talking about dating. I was like, oh, the dating scene is like so terrible. And then he said, he's like, yeah, I know what you mean. And he went like this, and I was like, oh, have you always had the beard? Because he touched his beard, and I thought like that was a good question to ask. And he's like, oh, no, I've shaven it before. And I was like, do you look the same? And he's like, I'll show you a picture. And literally when I tell you this is our first like full blown like one-on-one conversation.
What a way to...
He showed me and I was like, is this a mugshot? And he's like, it is. And I'm like, you went to jail? He's like, yes, and I also went to prison. And then swipes over to the second mugshot. And I was like, what did you go to jail for? He's like, stupid shit. And so I ended up, because I'm just going to take his word for it. I ended up looking up all the charges. And it was like fleeing the cops. It wasn't really anything that I felt was like super crazy.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he like held someone at gunpoint or like beat a woman or something like, you know what I mean? Like, so.
But why do you find that you're attracted to those guys?
I think I liked the fact, okay, so the reason I liked him is because he had a kid, or has a kid. And I liked the idea that, like, he was like, yeah, you know, they saved my life. And, like, the way I felt like it was like, oh, turn a new leaf, you know? Something I do find, though, with a lot of those guys is they all have these horrendous anger issues. They've either been in anger management, they don't know how to emotionally regulate, they take it out on you. Like, it's that's something I've noticed, is that very rarely will and again, exception to the rule, I'm sure you're going to find people who aren't like this, but there's a lot of them that have anger issues, which kind of makes sense, because if you're getting into trouble and like you're trying to place your emotions somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, I liked the reformed part of it. I like the idea that you like...
Once did it.
It's like I don't know how to explain it. It's just, I think for me too, it's like a protection thing. Like, I know that you've been through it and you're gonna protect me, and like there's just something hot about the fact that like you've turned a leaf and like I'm your lady, and like we're gonna take care of each other, you know? I don't know. I've tried to figure it out, and I don't know what it is, and I'm like, I don't get this.
Surprise, you're in therapy. You're like ripped down the wall.
Yeah, I am actually in therapy.
Yeah, I know.
So we're slowly breaking down,
chiseling away,
generational things and choices that do not serve me in the future. So, and we're doing well. I got like a round of applause from my therapist today.
Hey,
she was like, "Man, you are all over it," and I'm like, "Thank you."
There you go.
So she was like, "This is good. Like, we're
Top
making
marks.
headway." Yeah, which also, that's another weird thing, is like in therapy trying to like win therapy. And I'm like, this isn't a winning thing.
Yeah, it's not a game.
But yeah, I don't know. Why do you think
I think good girls go for bad boys. Putting that in quotes, right? Because good and bad are relative terms. How dare you?
Boring.
Boring. I'm boring you. Maybe I'll go commit a crime and then come back. Then
Yeah,
I won't be bored. Yeah, then I won't bore you. So I think it's because media shows us from a young age that the bad boy is what we should want. And I don't know if movies do this, but I feel like music videos...
Or they're more fun.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not that what we want, but it's like you're going to have more excitement.
But I think like music videos are really bad at doing that.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, they were really bad when we were growing up.
Girl, some of the songs there's literally a song I was listening to called Bad Boys recently. And I was listening to it and I was like jamming out and I was like vibing to it. Then I really started listening to the words and I'm like, this isn't very healthy what she's referring to.
So I think that's what it is. I think that we see it and we internalize it and go, well, this...
We digest it.
Yeah, and we go, we can change them, right? That's number one. I think that honestly, part of it is like the fact that you want to reform them.
It's like a conquering thing.
Yeah.
You want to be the reason, which in turn makes you feel very special.
You landed the whale.
Which kind of, in a way, is kind of like when men want a woman with a low body count. Or they want to be the one that has her virginity. It's like a weird internal, almost animalistic instinct to like conquer.
Yeah. So I think that's part of what it is. I think it's, in songs, in music videos, in TV, and in movies, we see it so often for this good girl falling for this bad boy. And we go, oh, well, this is the good boys, once again in quotations, are boring.
Do you think good boys go for bad girls?
Yes, of course. That was like Miguel's whole thing, my husband. He loved a girl who like was a bad girl. He loved it. There was something about it for a long time.
It's not sustainable.
Yeah, and then he met me.
Which I think is amazing.
There you go. Yeah, but that's who he dated. He was attracted to those women for so long. So I think a lot of it is relative, but I think it is interesting if you take a look at media and what media is presenting and how that therefore impacts us as the audience of that media.
I agree with that.
You know, and the audience of the content. So I think that's why we did it. I did it back in the day because it was exciting.
Well, yeah,
right? It like gave me heebie-jeebies.
It's
all
the hit of
over.
dopamine.
Yeah,
and because that unpredictability is what gives you that hit.
Yeah,
of course.
I didn't know it was gonna happen. He was a bad boy. Went to a different high school. That high school was like bad. You know, it was exciting. Good boys were too easy. They were too nice, right? And then I think it's funny later on in life that like I find that people that finally like match and it works, like in marriage, are just like two people who have gone through that journey so long that they've like gone the opposite.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh.
Well, that's the thing
Here
with
we
me
go.
is I single again, and I feel like this time around for me it's kind of about just not even looking. I just don't want to look anymore. I just don't care.
Looking is a lot of time.
And also too, replacing that hit you get with the bad boy, you replace that with like love for yourself.
Yeah.
And like I can do bad all on my own.
Yeah, you can.
I don't know that. I think that's a song or a movie or something. I'll look it up. I'll put it here.
She'll link it somewhere. But I think that's why. Yeah, it's interesting. I can't believe I forgot about him. But yeah, I was just thinking about that memory too. I'll never forget my mom coming out and finding us in his
stick it to her
back seat. I was mad at her,
that.
and then she grounded me. It was the only time that I got grounded.
It's beautiful.
Yep. And then I remember that's when I worked at Moolala. My first job was at a frozen yogurt place. And so the guy was there. My mom brought me inside, grounded me, and I was like, I have work the next day. She was like, well, you can't use your car. You're going to have to figure it out. And my dad and her were both working, and Uber didn't exist back then. And I was like, oh, God, what am I going to do? And my dad was like, just take the car. Take the car, and she'll never know. I was like, oh, okay, great. Thanks, Dad. Took the car, and I got into a car accident.
So
isn't that just the way?
If you want to help Emily's Emotional Relief Fund, you can go purchase the shirt from www.cyclechats.com.
Happy period, please.
This one right here, folks, 75% of purchase from this particular shirt and or sticker and or bundle goes directly to this non-for-profit.
Please, please, please. Stephanie designed this, and it's amazing.
Yeah,
all menstruators out there should be proud of the fact that we bleed. There's no problem. We shouldn't have to hide it. There's a law going in Florida right now, so let this shirt be the rebellion.
Yeah.
Like, we need to fight back against these things. It's so, so pivotal and important. It's not about us making money. It's about us making money for nonprofits.
Yeah, and making change through that.
That's what it is. So please, 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 like Steph said, go support. That's really important.
Like, comment, subscribe. I think that's it.
www.cyclechats.com.
And we hope you sync up with us
next time. Bye. I just want to do like a close-up of Scotty's little butt that's outside of the thing.
Wait, let's see if we can.
Yeah, I don't know how you turn it around while you're... Look at his little tushy.
Dog butt.
Dog butt.